Okay, students, so we are going to cover the topic business intelligence and NoSQL database. This is the experiment number 9 of our term work. Here we need to know what is NoSQL database and can we use NoSQL uh, for performing business intelligence. Throughout the semester, so throughout the semester we have discussed about the business intelligence and all. So for that we have used various tools. We can perform various activities for business intelligence, like we can perform ETL and then we can do the visualization. So ETL is a very tedious process of data mining where and it is the most time consuming function of the for the implementation of the data warehouse. After ETL activity, we are able to perform various operations on the data, like we can perform the data mining and then we can perform the business intelligence. So we need to consider other options also for the purpose of the data mining and business intelligence. So this is a new NoSQL is a new term introduced, and we are hearing there are various uh, applications of it. So can we use this NoSQL for the purpose of business intelligence? So this thing we need to know. So here you can see that in this presentation, in this document, you can see that NoSQL has become very popular in not only in the internet application. They allow to store large volume of the data, which ensures fast retrieving and fast appending of the data. But it has a disadvantage that they do not use relational model of data and usually do not offer any declarative query language similar to SQL. We all are familiar with the SQL, which is a structured query language. So we are following a specific format for writing the query. But here, in case of NoSQL, as the name say, there is no standard format for writing query is used. So how we can use NoSQL for the purpose of OLAP processing and business intelligence? So here the introduction of this particular term has been given. So I'm just skipping this thing and I'm leaving it for your own exercise. When you will prepare the write up for this, so you need to take the point from this explanation and then include it in your write up. So here what we are going to study, we are going to study how various types of NoSQL database can be applied for analytical processing known from contemporary business intelligence suite. So what is NoSQL database? The term NoSQL database was first introduced by C. Struzzi in 1998 for his database system that did not provide SQL interface. It is a fast, portable, relational database management system without arbitrary limits other than memory and processing speed that runs under and interact with the Unix operating system. The most important thing is here, there is no single model of NoSQL database. In fact, any database system that satisfies the condition presented above can be classified to NoSQL family. Uh, Following the most important thing about the NoSQL is this particular section where the various following categories of NoSQL database can be used. It can be used as a column store, document store, key value store, graph database, object oriented database, XML database, and other like multi-model, multi-dimensional, and multi-value database. So we need to go through these sites. See, this is a this is a vast topic, lots of hard work and time is needed to study this topic, but as a uh, data analyst we should have the knowledge of the latest tools which are in the market and which are in demand, so that we can upgrade ourselves later. So hence I have included this particular practical in your term work. So here you can see that the various categories for which we can use the NoSQL is like this. So as a column store, we can use it as a column oriented model. We are having a habit of creating the database in the form of a table, but our NoSQL provides us the first facility where we can keep the entire column as a database, which is called as CDBMS. So here is the example for this. Here you can see that this is a table which contains ID, name, address, city and phone number of various employees. So with the help of NoSQL we can keep them in this way. You can see that the complete column has been transformed into row. So this is a simplified model. In real implementation more complex structures can be used. So here are many examples of open source project that are able to store data in the column, like Apache Cassandra, CStore, HBase, Google Bigtable and all. The main advantage of the column stored system over RDBMS is like this. It improved bandwidth utilization, it improved data compression, it improved code pipelining, it improved cache storage. Okay, the another main important category of your NoSQL is document oriented model. Database storing user data in the form of documents are the flagship of the NoSQL family and are known simply as document store. Here all the documents in such database can be written in almost any format like Word or PDF. The highest number of possibilities offered by semi-structured formats like XML and all. Although database using XML document first appeared on the market, but nowadays the most popular document store is using JSON. The most popular JSON BSON stores are CouchDB, MongoDB and OrientedDB. So you can study any one of them in detail, or you can go for the MongoDB as a next experiment in continuation with this particular experiment. So this is the example of JSON record containing customer data. You can see how you can write the format: ID, name, address and the phone number. In this case the data is stored in tuples like in relational database, but in less rigid format. The other advantage of document stored include rich data structure, better performance, horizontally scalable. Then another important aspect of your NoSQL database is MapReduce framework. It is not a database model, but it plays a very important role in today's NoSQL database. MapReduce has been developed at Google as a programming model and an association implementation for processing and generating large data set. To use framework, two functions have to be defined. The map function responsible for mapping key values pairs coming from input data into some other key value pairs. As this is just an introduction, I am not able to go in the depth of this topic, but it will be my humble request to you that if you want to study anyone, if you are interested in any one of them, then you should learn at least one of these tools, one of the tool mentioned in this. The very important thing here is MapReduce function is the framework is a proprietary of Google, but there are many open source solutions available like Apache Hadoop from the business intelligence point of view, and Apache Hadoop from the business intelligence point of view. Map and reduce platforms like Hadoop can play a very important role. We can perform aggregation and filtering with the help of this particular method. So this document is really very helpful. You need to go through this and you can see that what the tedious task can be very much simplified with the help of these functions as shown in this diagram. Now, what is the role of NoSQL in business intelligence? So here you can see that the very important thing about the business intelligence is the implementation of data warehouse. During ETL process, the data warehouse is loaded with the data coming from ERP and many other systems, and if necessary from any other sources like spreadsheets or flat files. ETL tool, data warehouse, analytic and reporting tool together constitute a BI platform. Now, the most widely used analysis in BI is OLAP. So typical OLAP operations we are already familiar that they are MOLAP and ROLAP. According to some BI analysts, current business intelligence platform and data warehouse do not cover all the data necessary for decision making in today's complex economic environment. Big volume of data cannot be processed by traditional warehouse and OLAP servers. Instead of them, the solution originated from the NoSQL movement like MapReduce, which is called as Hadoop, Hive, Pig or JAQL can be applied. So we can integrate the NoSQL for the performing BI. So you can see that BI platforms supplied by the top vendor usually do not integrate with NoSQL. However, some of them like Oracle provide a native access to Apache Hive. Instead of this, big vendors have recently started to provide their own NoSQL solutions like Windows Azure Storage, Oracle NoSQL that in the future can probably be integrated with their existing BI platform. So the most popular ones are Jaspersoft, Pentaho. Both of them can be natively read the data from the most popular NoSQL database like Cassandra or MongoDB by their data integration tool and reporting servers. Also, both platforms use Mondarian, which is officially called Pentaho Analysis Service Community Edition as an OLAP server, as you can see in this diagram. So you can see that including the concept of NoSQL along with the BI give us lots of advantages and the processing power. So big data stored in NoSQL database can be processed during ETL process using map and reduce function defined within Hadoop platform. Typical scenario for big data analysis is currently to use Hive in Hadoop environment and an ROLAP tool for data analysis. Sometimes such solution may occur not enough. If a lot of data is added to the Hive warehouse in almost the real time, the aggregated stored in RDBMS or OLAP purpose may quickly become obsolete or at least inaccurate. Thus, the idea is to use MapReduce paradigm not only on OLTP side but we can also use it for OLAP processing. So with this we are able to understand that with the help of NoSQL concepts like MongoDB and MapReduce, we can give more efficiency to our BI to a BI and data warehouse. So this is a trend. So we have to get the more knowledge about these concepts, and we need to learn at least one of the uh, tool for using which is based on the NoSQL concept. So you can also view in the conclusion that you can see that lots of data keeps on generating with the help of sensors, log, media, tracking system and all, and day by day the size of the data generated is increased. Such data should be analyzed in tools corresponding to the BI tool used for traditional transactions data stored in RDBMS. Currently, most of the BI platform and other OLAP related tools are capable to deal with huge NoSQL database, reproduce a well-known ROLAP model existing in traditional BI platform. MapReduce paradigm can be used but only on OLTP side, while OLAP side is still dominated by RDBMS. There are two main reasons. First, in SQL language and well-known and optimization techniques such as materialized views. The second, even more important reason is that traditional model can easily apply to both non-relational and relational environment. So we need to, however, sometimes this may be not enough for business needs and traditional approach for OLAP should be replaced with a new one based on the technique like MapReduce and all. Hence, this is a new era and we need to be ready to face the world. So that is why I am asking you to study this particular tool, and at least you should have a knowledge about it. Thank you, student. In the write-up, you are expected to write about the NoSQL. What do you mean by NoSQL? What are the various features of the NoSQL? What do you mean by MongoDB and MapReduce, and how we can improve our current BI and analysis by adding these concepts, by adding these tools in the for the purpose of business intelligence. So thank you, students.